Uh, on that note, I guess we probably can wrap it up. Or do you want to discuss
Uh,
anything else?
well, we have actually quite a few in hand. Um, International friendlies are going on, but friendlies are not that important. Euro qualifiers has
That's not
happened.
even important.
Um, well, well, actually,
Oh,
it is in a way
so
because
for some countries, especially
yeah,
if you ask me, like Spain, they're going through total rebuilding process. Their core
they lost against
ideas.
Scotland last night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The idea of having using the Barcelona core by Luis Enrique has been thrown away. They've
Yeah,
added some other players and made 8 changes. Went to Scotland and underestimated them massively, and yeah, just lost.
yeah.
And
McTominay became the
exactly who among the goal scorer is McTominay? 2 goals for him.
and thing is that like whenever he's playing for Scotland, he's doing well actually because there were players around him actually. They, like he did not have to play defensive role, and he's
More
sort
of a
of like a
box to box.
box to box players, you know. So in United actually, it's like it's a bit unfair to say. Whenever he's playing for United, he's had to play the defensive role, which
Hmm.
is not his position actually.
Hmm.
He's playing out of his position. It's sort of like a Frankie De Jong situation, except like in different position. So yeah, but it was interesting to see they called Joselu, and he scored like 2 goals in his debut. But
Osulu is a 31-year-old striker. I mean, they could not find. Okay,
33.
33. They,
Yeah,
I know they have called Shimiavira, which is an Argentine, obviously.
yeah.
Uh,
Italy is playing with someone from Argentine born.
yeah,
What is
that's
it?
what I was going to say. You know, he's Boca Juniors loanee to Tigre, Retegui.
Oh yeah,
Is been called by Mancini. Not just him, Zappelli also called by Mancini, and Zappelli is making, I think, the team of Italy under 23 or 21. I can't remember.
yeah.
Um, and also
21.
they're looking to catch up the most precious Argentine talent, started by Pristiani in Valles, who has great grandmother
Cristiano
connect.
was called right by Mascherano a few months
But that's
ago.
junior team.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't count as long as he's been debuted in the senior team, right?
No, it counts actually.
No, it doesn't.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Musiala is playing for Germany.
yeah,
Oh,
it doesn't.
okay.
You have to have a cap on the senior national team, then only you cannot move your sides.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like there is also like talk going on with Florian Balogun because he can play for US, Nigeria, and England, and people were criticizing Southgate because he was not called him in this international break, and also he's getting sort of like a good reception in US. So also like US actually needs a striker. Uh, if you remember, like the team played well, quite well
Yeah,
against England as well. They just did not finish, so they needed a finisher.
yeah.
Balogun is doing well so far with what's his club? I forgot actually.
But yeah, if I don't know how it pictures the Italian league right now if they have to hijack the talent from Argentine league, especially the younger guys. And they're also showing the uh, other facilities such as moving into bigger Italian club and stuff like that. So yeah,
Ah, okay. Well, it makes in a sense because Argentina is going through like a financial crisis. Sometimes they lose players like that. Actually, even like only pure Italian team, I guess, like in '82
yeah.
or
1982 is
something.
the only pure Italian team that owned it.
Yeah,
Otherwise, there's every
they don't have any Argentine players.
yeah. Otherwise, they always have Argentine players.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, it's sort of like vice versa as well, like how close both of the countries are. Yeah, like Boca Juniors is basically it's sort of like a
no,
Italian move.
I understand, but that's an immigration system, and obviously now Argentina
Mm.
is also calling like players like Garnacho, who's been raised in Madrid. So yeah,
Yeah,
and also Nicolas Paz, who's actually in the Madrid Castilla team, number 10. Uh, Although his father he played for Argentine national team, but yeah, I think it's there are a lot of talents. Who you want to play. But yeah, Ratikui scored 2 goals for Italy in 2 different games in his debut,
yeah,
as well as I think against England and I can't remember, is it Malta or something? He scored
Malta.
again.
Yeah.
Um, England England did fairly well against Italy and also against Ukraine.
Against Ukraine, it was basically Bukayo Saka show.
Yes, uh, yeah, it did. Uh, well, they looked. I don't know if it says more about England or the other opponents, but on the some of
Well,
the yeah
whenever they're playing, how can I say, without pressure, they looks well. Always.
yeah, it's sometimes I don't know. There's some funny things about the Southgate team. Like they have um, inferior complex when they play against a big team, especially in a bigger tournament. Um, that needs to be improved. Otherwise, they're doing fairly well.
Yeah, but thing is that like with they should have actually tried out some players in this qualifiers. I don't know. Like they were giving a message like they don't want to mess it up or something like that. And he always like that does this sort of things. But compared to the squad his opponents have, you always expect him to win. And also like there are players we should have actually seen more. Like he should have actually tried them out because like why he lost Euro final at the time actually because he brought like 3 new players and who like all of them weren't actually playing any sort of game whole tournament. They were basically rotting in the bench, and when they came up, it's like hard to score in the in a cup final, um, especially like any final or anything like even like quarterfinals, semifinals, and knockout games coming up from the bench. So it doesn't make sense actually some of the decisions.
Yeah. Anyway, that's England's and Southgate's problem. I mean, Southgate's problem in first hand, and obviously England's problem because they keep this guy. Uh, and I think there was a very good game between Belgium versus Germany.
Yeah, it was. Germany lost it again.
Yeah, 3-2.
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne with 2 assists.
Belgium looked well.
Yeah, thanks to Roberto
Uh,
Martinez, now he's on Portugal's. Uh,
Also, I guess like Eden Hazard also retired, right?
I don't know what happened to him, but it looks like he's out at this point
Retired. He retired actually.
from Belgium national team.
Yeah, from the national team.
Oh, that's. I hope that's not a. Is he joining the Portugal national team?
Could be.
But no. Oh, sorry. There is no space. There's already Cristiano Ronaldo. Um,
Yeah.
there's Rafael Leao, this guy who comes for 5 minutes and or 10 minutes at most from the bench and try to do whatever he can. But I don't know how he feels about it. Like he can only play for 10 minutes.
Yeah, also like, well, I was thinking about it them actually. Like in a way, they sort of need Ronaldo, um,
Why is
but
that?
I don't see him playing a how can I say, playing a tournament, because like tournament football, if they play with him, they're going to lose because they but well, like you can make arguments for playing Ronaldo in some qualifiers or some like glorified
So
friendlies and stuff like that. But thing is
so
that like if you are not
if you
playing
keep
a striker,
playing him and the others are
yeah,
not getting game time, how can you play
yeah,
others?
yeah, that is my point actually. Uh, like what how can I say, this is sort of like a diplomatic mission, like it looks like one actually. Whenever new coaches came in to a team, they always try to please the senior players.
Or is it part of
This
the
sort of
contract
things
they've signed?
could be. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
it
yeah,
seems with
I don't know.
Roberto Martinez, who didn't have the courage to bench Eden Hazard in World Cup. I mean, Eden Hazard was not playing Real Madrid for what, one or two seasons. Um,
Yeah, there were a few decisions like Trossard was in the form of his life. Even after the World Cup, he joined Arsenal. He already has like 6 assists. Sorry, 5 assists and 1 goal.
so
So
to
six goals and
pick
1
that
assist.
team based on name, they didn't have to appoint
Yeah,
Roberto
of course.
Martinez. You could have done that. I could have done
Yeah,
that.
so does Gareth Southgate. Um, there are few players. For example, Kyle Walker shouldn't be in the squad even. He did not play, and also like who's coming? Rico Gomez or someone I forgot his name. Or Luis something. Whoever coming in that city, like, through the city system, he
Calvin
seems to
Lewis,
be. No, not Kelvin Lewis.
Calvert,
Um, no. The Manchester City player on
Jack
the right
Grealish.
side. No, on the right side, right back. Um,
All right.
I forgot actually his name. Well, whenever he's playing, like City looks a little bit better, like attacking sense. Also, like Harry Maguire is still there. Ben White is not even in the squad, um, and apparently he's like, if you consider this season, like better right back than even like Alexander Arnold and everyone else like this season. Also, yeah, Kelvin Phillips, he did not even play for City for a long time. He's there. Um, I don't know. Like I don't understand some decisions. Like some of the coaches, like they have sort of like their favorite players, and they're going to play them anyway.
Mhm.
It's like arguing with like Luis Enrique,
Yeah. Or or
and Luis Enrique
or
is also
dancing with
up for
Tite.
Spurs job.
Or dancing with Tite. Yeah, those coaches basically, and that's why Deschamps is still one of the smartest coach out there. He made sure that he remains next cycle. So he made Mbappe as a captain.
As a coach, yeah, as a
So
captain.
yeah, so he does. He's fairly smart. Um, on that sense. I mean, France looked okay in the first game. Second game, not so much. They're very lucky to win it. But that's France. I mean, they're always
Yeah,
up and down
yeah.
sort
They
of thing.
they don't actually do much. They don't want to do much, or they don't do much. I don't
Or
know
they don't
which
have the
one actually.
capacity to do much. Even they didn't do
Oh
much
yeah,
in the World Cup final too. Um,
yeah,
so yeah, that's another issue with Didier Deschamps and his team.
yeah. But the good thing about Germany versus Belgium match, finally, Ter Stegen got some chances. Also, like
Thanks to
Florian
the
Wirtz, which
ski camp for Manuel Neuer.
yeah. Also, like for Florian Wirtz, probably the best midfielder right now in Germany. He got the chance to play, but he's sort of like playing out of his position um, as a left winger, sort of like this sort of position. But yeah, still it counts. He's playing. uh, but it was interesting. I guess like what's his name? Musiala. Musiala is injured or something. He's not play. He was not playing. Have you seen him playing this season?
Yeah,
Jamal
Musiala
Musiala.
has been fantastic,
He's like really
fantastic
silky.
player.
Yeah, he's really silky in like dribbling. Whenever he's occupying the ball, it's like he's in the like Messi's Messi's zone or
I
something
wouldn't
like
say
that.
Messi. I would probably put him
No,
prime.
like I'm not
Eden Hazard probably.
comparing.
Like
Um, no, he's like uh, I'm comparing like Messi's because like he leaves the ball like not too early, not too
right.
like late. He's leaving the ball like he's like really good in like how can I say, like it's like playing with a FIFA game or with someone else. Like you know when to leave the ball. Like these sort of things. When you know when to dribble it. These sort of things. He's making like really good decisions, and I don't think Germany has ever had this sort of player in my lifetime. I don't think. I guess like Podolski did sometime some
No,
at
not
some
really.
points.
No, you're
Not
correct.
not on that level.
No.
Like not with Germany as well. But yeah, no, and I have never seen anyone from Germany doing
Yeah.
this sort of things.
Yeah. Correct on that. On individual skill level, technical skill level, there's not a better player I've seen with Germany.
Yeah.
Um,
With Belgium, Vertonghen is playing still.
well, yeah, they're probably a little bit short on that.
Yeah, defensively they don't have much actually.
Yeah,
Well, they have actually. There are some players from Belgian league. They're doing well.
yeah, they're doing well, I guess. But yeah, I guess it's up to the manager. I think he doesn't want to wholesale change.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean Belgium, they've won it. Definitely, a lot of credit goes to Kevin De Bruyne. Um,
Yeah.
and it could have been 5-2. There's a lot of chances they've missed as well. Um,
And it well it brings up another questions like without Musiala, Germany doesn't have actually. They are still setting the whole team down. There are some few changes, like for example, Wolf played the right side. There are players like Kerrer was there, yeah, but Ginter was there. But there are other players who could have actually played in this position. Um, um, like Gunter, Gunter came off, but Gunter, they play together. They have a thing going on.
I think
But
it right now what it gives Hansi Flick is time. He can start to
yeah,
try different players and see how they react.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Like he came actually like a weird time because he's so far by far. really good tactician. And thing with him is that like he always finds a way, you know. Um, even when they're like losing in the World Cup final, they played quite well actually in that game. Um,
Yeah, well, let's not go back on that World Cup horror show for Germany. Let's move forward. I think is there any other team or any other game in the Euro qualifier that we have missed? Oh, Croatia won 2-0 against Turkey.
Kovacic scored yeah
Yeah,
twice,
both of the
but
goals.
yeah, with Turkey, there are some new players coming on,
Turkey actually
but
played really well for the first
yeah,
30, 35 minutes were really well. Um,
and it seems like they did not actually use how can I say, there are like really good names like Demiral, really good defender, Çalhanoğlu played like a
no,
bit
I liked
above
I
average,
liked
but
their whole game before the
yeah,
goal came in for Kovacic and Croatia. Um,
yeah. But they need to pick up moments, you know. They don't have those sort of things.
yeah,
Um,
and Vardiol was very good in the back.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's Croatia winning.
Hungary actually won probably both of their games. I forgot actually because if you remember, they were doing well before the World Cup.
And according to
Unfortunately,
Cristiano, what's the name of the manager? Ralph Ragnick. He's not the coach.
yeah,
Okay.
no, he's from Austria.
Oh, sorry. I mixed up. Uh,
Yeah, it's easy to mix up because they were in the same emperor.
right.
Yeah, but yeah, like Hungary was doing well before the World Cup. Actually, it was unfortunately like not to see them. Also, yeah, they were in better form. They probably beat someone just before the World Cup, Germany, I
Yeah, I
guess,
think it's
in the
Germany.
Nations League. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, in the Nations League. Yeah, so it would be lovely to see them in the World Cup if they would have played. But
By the
yeah,
way,
let's
Brazil
see.
did
Italy is in
lose.
there. Yeah,
Brazil did
yeah, I was
lose
going to mention that actually.
against Morocco.
Yeah,
And what it made it made it a little bit of change for them. They were ranked one in the FIFA ranking,
yeah.
and that loss made Argentina as FIFA rank one after 2016. Um, but yeah, there was a. I mean, that Brazil team had a lot of new names and stuff like that. I don't know why, but yeah, still,
Who's the
um,
coach now? Do you know him?
it's an interim coach. Um,
Oh,
I
they
don't
haven't actually.
appointed someone
Yeah,
permanently.
actually, they had a meeting in. How can I say, in Madrid probably with Luis Enrique. Um, it was in February.
So what really happened for Luis Enrique not to take it? Doesn't have enough
He's
Barcelona
no, he's
players.
in still in no. Maybe about his Twitch account or something. I don't know. Thing is that like it's still going on. He's still in that
Conversation.
talk actually. Like, yeah, conversation, and also like Carlo Ancelotti as well because he knows like at least 4 or 5 of them, the players. Also, some upcoming stars are
But
coming
I
from
could not understand why
from
they
there.
have to go to Europe to hire a coach, because that's
Who
not.
do you think replace Tite?
Uh,
Now, not so many Brazilian coaches are doing well.
I understand that, but they can definitely go to someone who knows Brazilian football in the Flamengo, and there are a lot of Portuguese coaches like Jorge
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus and what's his name? Palmeiras coach. I can't remember his name, but yeah, there are at least few coaches who knows Brazilian football and Brazilian. I think what I'm trying to say, all the Brazilian stars that plays in Europe are not the, all the Brazil all about. I mean, there are other players that's upcoming,
Also
and
peer pressure, you know. Uh,
yeah, I don't
like peer pressure to take like
European
Brazilian,
coach
yeah, probably European coach because they tried different things since like 2006. For example, like they went to Dunga to
twice actually.
twice actually. Yeah, they hired Scolari. It didn't work. Um, they tried to do different things with Tite in the last two World Cups, and with although like all due respect, Tite is not a good tactician. Um, just because Brazil have like have a player like Neymar or some other players, like right now they have like a really good talents, and they always have actually, and because of that they go on. But if we are competing European team, every time they face someone from the like middle of Europe or West European team,
This
they'll
time
always lose.
Eastern Europe.
Yeah, true. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like every time they play against European team, they lose. So like that, I don't see like those players are technically uh, because if you see the squad of Brazil like from the last World Cup, it, like it's not, you cannot expect them to lose. Like at least they should have gone in the semi final or something like that.
Uh, yes, and that's Brazil. They're always like that. I think there's a lot of overhype based on their club performance of the players.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Yeah,
always.
like for example, for example, I have mentioned Martinelli versus Vinny Junior. Vinny Junior, all due respect, how can I say, he does good against the team who has actually a higher block or like
Yeah,
push up high so that he can run behind. And but with like lower block teams he always have struggles even in La Liga in the daily basis. But with like if you watch this season, Gabriel Martinelli, he's like he's a beast. Even like with like if teams are pushing up, he's like doing the counter attack, and everyone like was like even like with Arsenal right now, everyone always looks for him to run behind. He can do both of the things, and that's what he wants from a how can I say, winger. And given Vinny's experience, you can actually expect this sort of skills from him, not from Martinelli. No, like the quality of matches he faced so far, like 2 3 um, final he played uh, for Real Madrid in UCL. Um, you can expect him to do a little bit better, like with ball, with low blocks team.
well, again, that's. I hope whoever takes over can find a balance on that.
Also, they played Ronnie finally,
Yeah, and
and
they lost.
he's a he brings shame to your name.
Well, I don't mind it as long as he plays. I don't mind it. That's okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
but did they play the second game already?
I didn't see it. So by the way, I have to mention it.
Well, I was surprised not to see Gabriel Magalhaes as a center back because Eden Militao was there. Emerson, he's been fairly okay compared to
I
other.
don't know what's happening. They're trying to see new players, I guess, on that position just to see.
Yeah,
Uh,
but Gabriel is like a really on form because one of his one of the reason
I think
Arsenal is still in that
playing
level is
Arsenal doesn't
because of.
qualify. Uh, um, so on that note, I have to mention about Leo Messi scoring his club and country
Mhm.
cumulative 800 goals. Scored
Yeah,
against Panama, a fantastic free kick, and today he went over as the first Argentine to score 100 plus goal
yeah.
with that hat trick. Obviously, it's
First
more of a
South American as well.
yeah, it's more of a celebratory sort of two games for Argentina,
Yeah.
and they probably enjoyed as much as possible. But yeah, still,
Yeah, but it was a good thing to see Thiago Almeida um, in the last game. He's doing quite a few. I don't know like why he's still in the
he's not
Major
going to
League
stay
Soccer.
for a long time. He's scoring. He scored a scorcher of a free kick just before that international break, and he's in a really red hot form. So I really think that somebody will take him from MLS.
Yeah, that's the thing actually. Like that's the thing I did not understand.
Well, that's
He
because of
was still.
the Atlanta United connection with the South
Oh,
Americans, and also
okay.
the economic situation in Argentina makes it easier for American clubs to go and buy them.
Yeah, but I was surprised not to see some of the young talents like Garnacho, and Garnacho was doing well. And if, how can I say?
Well, Garnacho
Uh,
injured himself,
oh, okay.
and today there was Valentin Carboni who was on that substitute list, but he could not came in. Thanks to Armani came in, but that's okay. I guess he's more of a thankful to him. That's why he's given some minutes.
um, Carboni. Yeah. Also, like Giovanni Simeone should have actually start instead of Lautaro. Um,
Yeah,
because I
well,
wanted to see actually like Simeone
yeah,
on
I
his
guess.
form.
With Lautaro, you don't know what you're going to get. Like whether it's great or it's really really poor. Um,
He played well, but if you are playing against, I don't even know this country.
Cruzao is
Curacao. Yeah.
86th in the FIFA ranking. Um, well, he should have
Better than
scored
us.
the first goal. It's unforgivable. He cannot score that.
Yeah.
Um, but anyway, what I was going to say is more of a celebratory. It's love from the people and wherever Messi is going. And Messi had an incident. I mean, not Messi had an incident. There was a shooting in Rosario.
Oh yeah.
I think Messi's wife's
Wife's
market or
family
something.
hotel. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a bit of gang show going on the Rosario, and then obviously Messi.
It looks sort of like a publicity stunt or something. Like they are trying to send a message like,
Yeah,
okay, Messi, even Messi is not safe. Most of
yeah,
the
and
time.
that's probably distance him from the Newell's return. Whenever he wants to, he can probably do it. And but it's great to see Argentine people loving and celebrating Messi finally after a long, long
Yeah.
time.
It is. We say. Mm, I don't know. It's like a good feeling to see
Especially happening in the
like
end.
people are chanting him El Monumental.
Yeah, and even today in the other stadium, I can't remember, but yeah, it's not just even the stadium. He's going into the restaurant. The restaurant has been flooded by fans. There was a huge crowd in front of, I think, movie theater. They all thought Messi's there, and the movie theater basically displayed that Messi is not here, but people still were waiting. So it's been crazy.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, like he
And there's
got
a yeah, the
Statue Revolution in some
Conor in
CONMEBOL. Yeah,
Paraguay, Asuncion.
yeah.
Um,
Which
yeah,
is actually a little bit surprising, given that like in 2019 there was in this incident in the after the semifinal. He
well,
was
that's
banned
more of
probably for
against Bolsonaro.
yeah.
More against Bolsonaro, but yeah, I guess um, it makes sense for CONMEBOL for South American team because after 2002 somebody won it like after 20 years from South
Oh
America.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it does makes makes sense from that regards because before that it used to be fairly regular, and there was a lot of
Oh yeah, like
Grondona and Havelange. So those two crooks are used to it.
yeah. Series that like oh yeah, yeah. It was like Argentina first time won it. Like Brazil, yeah. Once in every 8 year, one of these teams are winning. Um,
Before that,
uh, Before that actually.
yeah. But yeah, I don't have actually anything else to add on.
No, it's from my
Uh,
but yeah,
s-
like I guess like next year Euro is coming. Also like
yeah,
Copa is will be in US.
US.
That's it.
Yeah, right. So yeah, let's see how that pans out. But for the time being, I guess if we don't have anything else to say, if you're still watching it,
Friendlies.
it's been long. It's supposed to be long. Um, Please let us know how you're viewing it. What part of things that we should more cover, and if you have any kind of opinions about our conversation. Anything from you, Shrita?
No, not really.
Okay. Thank you for watching. We'll be back again very soon.